Welcome back to another deep dive. Today we're looking at, well, everybody knows Nike,
On
right?
the swoosh. Yeah.
But their stock, man, it's been kind of shaky, kind of been down for years.
Yeah, it
I
has.
think this could be the year they turn it around. Do they just do it again?
Good question.
Big question. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. The usual company profiles. We got some forecasts, financials, even some stuff from like the sneakerhead world.
Oh, wow.
So let's see if we can figure out if Nike can actually stage a comeback here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. It's wild to think a brand that big could be struggling. Like, everyone knows Nike.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
everyone knows them for the shoes, right?
Right.
But what do they really do? Like for folks who might not know all the details.
Yeah, so, I mean, it goes way back, right? 1964, started in Oregon. And it's not just shoes. They're designing, developing, marketing, selling all kinds of athletic stuff, apparel, equipment, you name it, accessories, even surfaces. And it's global.
Well, didn't realize they were that broad.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole empire, really. And they have a bunch of brands under that umbrella. Not just the Nike swoosh, Jumpman, Converse.
Wait, so like my Chucks are Nike?
Yep. Part of the family.
Huh. Learn something new every day. And their stuff's everywhere, right? Like huge stores, little shops, online.
Everywhere. Global reach. Which is why it's so interesting that they've been having a rough time lately. Like, back in June 2024, their stock just tanked. 21% drop in one day.
Oof, that's gotta hurt.
Worst trading day in the company's history.
What happened? Something specific or just like bad luck on Wall Street?
It was tied to their Q4 financials for 2024. Revenue was down 2%, and they were predicting even worse for Q1 2025. Talking like a double-digit drop.
Yikes. So this wasn't just a random blip. There's a story here.
Definitely.
One of the things you sent me was an article from like a sneakerhead's point of view, right?
Yeah, the reasons why Nike are struggling. Thought it'd be interesting.
I mean, those guys are passionate. They usually know what's up.
Right. So this article suggests that maybe Nike's stock was kind of overvalued in the first place. Like, think back to the pandemic. Everyone was stuck at home, and sneakers blew up, especially Jordans and Dunks.
Oh, yeah, big time. The Last Dance and all that.
Exactly. That hype, plus everyone needing workout gear, probably inflated Nike's value. So now, maybe the market's just correcting.
Hype bubble burst. Makes sense. What else did they say?
Well, competition's heating up, right? On Hoka, even Asics are taking market share, especially in running.
Yeah, I can see that. Always looking for the next best shoe, especially for running.
Totally. And then there's style, right? People might be kind of over the constant Dunks and Jordans. They want something new. Like, New Balance 550s are huge now. Those Salomons are everywhere.
So Nike's a victim of their own success. Like, they got predictable.
Could be. And the article even mentioned quality concerns. Some sneakerheads feel like the retro stuff isn't as good as it used to be.
Wow, picky.
They are, and they're turning to brands like New Balance made in USA because they feel like the materials are better.
So it's all about the details.
Yep. And one more thing they brought up was, like, a lack of innovation from Nike. Like, too much reliance on the classics.
Okay, yeah.
Even their new stuff isn't landing the way it used to. They used the LeBron XX Book 1 as an example. Said the rollout was messy, fans were confused.
So not just external pressures, but maybe some internal stuff too.
Sounds like it.
To really get a handle on this, we got to look at the financials, right?
Absolutely. Let's dig into those numbers.
All right, time to crunch some numbers.
Yeah.
What are we seeing in their income statements?
So, well, we already talked about the revenue being down in 2025.
Right.
And the earnings per share, the EPS, that was down too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is where it gets kind of interesting. They actually increased their dividend payout.
Hold on. So like earnings are down, but they're paying out more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no expert in finance or anything, but why would a company do that?
It's a way to keep investors, happy even when things are, looking kind of rough.
Oh.
Shows confidence in the longer term.
So a little confidence boost.
Exactly.
What do the analysts think about all this, though? Are they seeing a comeback anytime soon?
Well, if we look at the forecasts, the average target price is 92.47, which, that's a 25% upside.
Right.
But the estimates range from 70 to 120 bucks.
Okay. That's a pretty big range, right? What does that even mean?
Basically, Wall Street's not quite sure what to make of Nike right now.
Right.
A lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
But the overall consensus is still buy.
Okay.
Most analysts think they'll still outperform the market eventually.
So there's hope.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, they are a huge company with a lot of resources, right?
Absolutely.
But we can't ignore the CEO in all of this, right? John Donahoe.
Yeah, for sure.
What's his role in all of this?
Well, some of these articles point to Donahoe's leadership as, maybe a factor in these struggles.
Hmm.
He's not like the previous CEO,
Right.
not a Nike lifer is what they call him.
Right.
He came from the tech world, like eBay,
Oh, yeah.
big change.
Yeah, that's got to be a tough transition, right?
Yeah,
Coming from outside into like a really strong culture.
definitely.
And there has been some criticism, right?
Oh, yeah, some people point to layoffs, changes in the work culture,
Yeah.
and obviously the stock's gone down under him.
Right.
But the Nike board, even Phil Knight himself, they're backing him.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Huge. Shows they think he's the right guy for the job.
Yeah.
But his leadership is going to be key here, like make or break this comeback.
So we've got internal struggles, external pressures, CEO with something to prove. Man, they're at a crossroads.
They are.
But are there any good signs, like anything positive in all of this?
There are some bright spots, yeah.
Okay.
The Olympics, for example, were good for him.
Oh, yeah.
Nike athletes did well. They launched a whole safari collection.
Smart. Tie it into the games.
Exactly.
Anything else?
That winning isn't for everyone campaign. That was a big swing. Kind of risky, but got people talking. Remember their stock actually went up like 3% after that came out?
So they are trying new things, at least.
They are.
Okay, so it sounds like Nike's got a long road ahead, but they're not down for the count yet.
Nope, not by a long shot.
Do you really think they can pull off a comeback, though? Like, what needs to happen?
Well, even with all these problems, even in a bad year, Nike still made more money than Adidas, Asics, Puma, and New Balance combined.
Oh, whoa, okay, that's saying something.
They are a force, right? They have the name, the money, and like we said, they're trying new things.
Yeah.
But to really turn things around, they got to deal with those issues we talked about, the competition, the quality stuff. They need some fresh ideas.
Can't just keep doing the same old thing.
Exactly.
And a lot depends on Donahoe.
Right. Yeah, can he tap into that Nike magic? That's the question.
That's the big question.
It is.
So put yourself in his shoes for a second.
Okay.
You're suddenly in charge of Nike. What's your first move? Like, what do you do to get back on top?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
If I was Donahoe, I think, first thing, double down on innovation.
Oh, wait.
Nike's always been about pushing boundaries, creating the next big thing.
Right.
Gotta get back to that.
How would you do that?
Well, I'd invest a ton in R&D, research and development, new materials, new tech, maybe even some wild collaborations.
Ooh, like what?
Who knows, maybe a Nike x Tesla collab.
Now you're talking. What
Yeah.
else? What else would you do?
Second thing, I'd really try to get back in touch with the sneaker community.
Okay.
Listen to what they're saying, address their concerns, make them feel like they're part of Nike again.
So less about the hype and more about those core fans.
Exactly.
Okay.
And last but not least, I'd tackle those quality issues head on.
Yeah.
Really reinforce that Nike means quality, Maybe do some limited releases with like premium materials, really show that commitment.
It's about trust, right? Making people feel like they're getting the best when they buy Nike.
Absolutely. Selling an experience, not just a product.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, Nike has always been about more than just clothes and shoes, right? It's about aspiration, pushing
Yeah.
yourself, achieving.
Exactly.
That's what the swoosh represents.
You got it.
That emotional connection, that's what sets them apart.
For sure.
So I guess to sum it all up,
Yeah.
we've looked at Nike's history, their ups and downs,
Oh.
what the sneakerheads are saying, their financials,
Right.
and it's complicated. No easy answers.
It is complicated.
But there's hope, right?
Oh, yeah, there are signs of life there.
But to really turn things around, they got to be bold, innovate, and really understand their fans.
For sure. The story's not over yet.
And we're excited to see what happens next. But before we go,
Yeah.
we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were suddenly running Nike?
Huh?
What would your first move be?
Let us know.
Hit us up on social media. We love hearing from you guys. And hey, if this whole deep dive into Nike, if it's given you a better sense of what they're up against, or maybe even like spark some ideas for you, what they should do next.
I hope so.
Make sure you subscribe, share this with your friends,
Yeah, tell everyone.
whether they're like sneakerheads or investors or just, anyone who likes a good story.
A good business story.
Because, Cameron, who isn't fascinated by Nike.
Right. Rise, fall, maybe rise again.
It's a classic.
It is.
That's all from us. And as always,
As always,
hit that like button, subscribe.
helps us out a ton.
Motivates us to make more of this stuff.
Definitely.
See you next time.
Bye.